Everyone, Blake Sloan here. Just finished a brand new radio show this week and some very, very interesting numbers. Just want to give you the brand new monthly market update. Big time changes, right? We've seen 2 months really decline. Last month we saw both sales and prices decline. This month we saw sales decline significantly. Single family home sales last month down 23.4%. 504 home sales last month versus the same month last year had 658. We've seen it kind of decline really the past few months. If you just kind of look at overall closed sales, just looking at in real time, they've really declined since March. In March, we had 702 home sales, where right now 504. This month, we've seen that kind of happen continuously since rates have risen. A little bit more sharp decline as they raise significantly, but that's overall that piece. Now, price is still up though. Prices overall for single family up 13.4% from the same time last year at 452,000. 711. Now, that's interesting to look at. But if you overall understand, it has declined since March. We did see a little bump this month. So if you look at overall the highest this year, prices peaked out at 486,984. Declined the last couple months. In June, it's 449,987, and it bumped back up just a little bit, a few $1,000s, up to 452,711. So that's good news there. That has also to do with the tightness of inventory. We're still very low inventory. It has increased significantly. We'll talk about that in a second. Median price also up 13.9%, which is great, at 370,000. So we're still seeing prices always a lagging indicator. We always know it's supply and demand driven. We have seen obviously demand drop about 25%, specifically 23.4% last month. Here's the deal though. Supply dropped significantly. Up significantly, up 42.9% from the same time last year. So almost 50% more houses in the marketplace than it was last year. Right now, 2.0 months inventory. Last year, we were hovering around 0.9 up to 1 month inventory. Now, the good news is a true seller's market's anything 6 months or below. So we're working our way back up there, but you are seeing a pretty sharp shift in terms of that 23% decline in buyer demand, 42% increase in supply. You're definitely going to see prices soften a little bit. If I'm a home seller thinking about selling, you want to take advantage of two things. Number one, the seasonality right now. We're coming to that fall market time. A lot of buyers buy. There's still a tremendous amount of demand, people who want to relocate down here. Myrtle Beach is very, I think, insulated pretty well. If you want to be here, one of the fastest growing cities in the country the past 2 years. We've seen that obviously when you drive around, you look around. We're still pretty well insulated. And I do think we're seeing more of a correction right now than obviously a crash, because there's still a massive unit home shortage after the 2008 crisis that has not caught up. One thing we talked about on today's show a little bit, millennials are also coming in to the buying time, where that's going to help drive up demand a little bit as well. From a long-term buyer, I think it's great news, right? If I'm looking to cash out on top or rent a property, you have something you've been thinking about getting on the market, do that now. We had a lot of people who waited a little too long, and they may have caused themselves just a few $1,000s, but thankfully, price hasn't dropped that much. We have seen showings per listing down significantly, though, from the same time last year, down 26.8%, and that's in the MLS. We're still seeing tremendous success with our team, getting our clients' highest price per square foot. For the neighborhood, just had one success story this week, 16% higher than the highest price per square foot in the neighborhood. But here's the deal. This is the time you need a really good agent. Just being real. We talked about this in the show. When the market was hot, 8-9 months ago, anybody could sell a house. Your friend who just got their real estate license, who used their cell phone to take some photos, could sell a property. But guess what? That doesn't work like that anymore. We've had a lot of sellers calling us from other places, freaking out because their house isn't selling. You want a true expert like ourselves who spends tens and tens of thousands of dollars every month driving traffic, bringing buyers and sellers in from across the globe to help your property sell faster and for more money. But also you have the right photos, the right guidance, the right technology that you really, really need that. So I currently like the market because you got to be good. And thankfully, we're very good at that, right? On the condo side, guess what? Sales also down 26.4% in terms of condos. Supply up massively, up 72.7%. So huge influx of condos hitting the market. Typically, you see that happen first because it is second home market. People are buying investment properties before. They tend to let those go a little earlier. But price is still up. Price up 27.6% at 258,706. That's great news here. Median price up 42.9% at 240,000, which is interesting. And so we did see median price though for condos kind of peak out this year in May at 276,805. Then it dropped down to 706 right now. You're starting to see that leveling out. Now, here's the deal. Those are different priced. Those are different properties, right? Sometimes they could be similar. Sometimes they could be different. You do see them move kind of around the grand trend. Right now, though, prices have kind of peaked out in terms of median price for condos. They've been around the 240 range since early May. And so thankfully are pretty flat. If you're thinking about selling one of those properties, definitely want to think about cashing out right now at the top. If I'm thinking about buying, it's still a great time to buy, in my opinion, because we just talked on today's show about something I was going to show you where currently properties active, right? Right now, there's 835 properties that are available on the market right now. If you look back just 12 weeks ago alone, there was very few properties, only 382 properties for sale 12 weeks ago. And so there's a lot more opportunity. There's a lot of home sellers who are frustrated where they couldn't sell what they have, couldn't find anything to buy. Well, guess what? Rates are back down. We have a lot of clients who are getting rates in the high fours right now. And so they're able to find what they want. So if you're still thinking about moving laterally, moving up, moving down, there's still a great time to buy, especially if I'm looking to hold that asset long term. Could take a short term dip, but now you can move laterally while rates are still low, get in the property that you want, and make sure that you can obviously have a home that you like and enjoy, especially when you kind of see that always bounce back up like it usually does. So if you want to know more about what's going on in the marketplace and specifically your neighborhood, reach out, call us 843-808-SOLD, or just go to blakesloan.com. And you can always just reply to this email with any questions you have real estate. We're here to serve you, and we'll see you here on the next video.